Welcome everyone to another Raheen Ashimi show. There's another episode of the Raheen Ashimi show. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. We have a great show lineup for you this evening. I have a very close friend of mine, very close personal friend, almost like a brother, that's actually going to be running for office again here in Atlanta and surrounding area. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be in DeKalb County. And so I want you to latch your wagon onto this brother. Listen to what he say. He's going to tell you the absolute truth, and he's going to tell you exactly what's going on in and around DeKalb County. So you definitely want to join us. Have a friend tune in. Have a friend to, well, normally I would say call in, but we're not having the phone lines open today. I know. Disappointing, huh? Next time, I promise you, we'll have the phone lines open so you can call in. But without further ado, let me introduce you to my brother, Bishop Gregory Adams.
Good afternoon, young man. How you doing?
Now look here. I told you, my brother, so, you know, the way we talk is the way we talk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so my thing is, I'm going to start off this thing. How in the world are you going to come in here and look at your watch, man? What are you really trying to say?
Well, I just want to make sure I give the right time. People can get it all mixed up. It's a little bit after 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And folks say evening, or they say morning,
okay,
when it's actually afternoon.
Okay. So I'm getting corrected already. So what should I have said? Okay. What should I have said, sir? Should I have said good evening, good afternoon?
No, you could have said good afternoon. You could have just said, hey, man, how you doing?
Really?
Yeah, go with brothers, right?
Want to do it again?
No.
Okay.
I'm already seated.
Y'all see what up is, right? This is my brother. But one thing I want you all to understand, away from this interview, away from this conversation that we're about to have, this young man is real. He's real, and that's what you get just in that little exchange. It's a real brother. Now, you are about to partake in an adventure. Tell us a little bit about that adventure you're about to partake in, sir.
Well, it's a road that I've already traveled.
Okay.
I served as county commissioner for DeKalb County, District 7, which is in that large seat.
Yes.
DeKalb County has 7 commission seats, 5 of the district commissioners, and then 2 super districts that help oversee each district.
Okay.
District 7 encompasses over 358,000 residents. So it covers a larger part. It hits Rockdale County, it hits Gwinnett County, it hits part of Henry County. So it's the largest district. That's why it's called the super district. Okay. And I occupied that seat for a number 2 years. And so I'm in a retired state now, but I've been beckoned to come back out of retirement to refacilitate that position. Okay.
What is it that led you to wanting to actually come back out of retirement? You're in retirement. Yeah. You're enjoying life.
Yes.
You don't have any of the headaches. You don't have anything that you have to deal with all the people, be it good or bad. So what is it that pulled you out of this place of comfort?
A call of God.
Okay.
Bible said many are called, a few are chosen. A lot of money, but God didn't send them.
Come on.
My passion is for the people. And everything I've done, I've always focused on the needs of the people, the needs of the community, and not myself. As Christ was selfish, as Christ was selfless, I intend to be the same way. I served in the United States military. I volunteered. I was not drafted. I'm a combat veteran, so God blessed me to go and experience that part of life and war. And then he spared my life and allowed me to make it back home. Okay. I started a couple of businesses, Adams Transportation, A&G Transportation, Simply Glass by Jackie. But I felt like there was still something lacking. There's a difference with making money or money making you. I made money, and but there's still a void. So then I became a police officer. Okay. That was a childhood passion of mine to serve and protect. I protect and serve those who don't have the ability to protect and serve themselves. Okay. So this is, what Greg is all about. You call me bishop. I am a bishop. I've started several ministries, and I'm now the presiding bishop and relay of Restoration in Christ International Ministries. Okay. And I have about 21 churches that serve up under my leadership. And the year of 2012, I decided to run for CEO. Getting away from law enforcement because we need leadership. We need someone that's going to look out for the needs of its constituents or the needs of the people.
Could I step in for a second?
Sure.
Now, you said you was a police officer, and you went from being a police officer to going into politics.
Right.
There had to be something there that you saw that was lacking. There had to be some kind of a void there that you felt within yourself that you could feel. And so what you did, you took that leap. Yeah. Because that's a huge leap.
That's a big leap
that a lot of people would not take. So what is it that you saw?
Honestly, for me and as a citizen that resides in DeKalb County, I felt like we lacked leadership.
Okay.
Just be honest now. Not saying that the person was not doing his best or her best, but for me, I look for certain characteristics in someone that's going to lead me.
Okay.
And at that point, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to put my head into the ring. When this country was established back in 1700s,
come on,
they formed this city because there's taxation without representation.
Come on.
And that's exactly what I was saying within my spirit. Said, man, these folks are taxing us left and right, but then we don't have the services that we need. We don't have good sanitation. We don't have good policing. You know, because these people work, they put their lives in jeopardy.
Yes.
Every day. I know for a fact. But then the amount of money that they make, and they're held to a certain level.
Yes.
But yet they're not being paid. So as a police officer myself, looking at it, I'm like, man, the CEO or the board of commissioners have the right to give these men and women more money. They put their lives in jeopardy every day. That includes sanitation workers, believe it or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, because you say that there was a need, there was a void. You say that there was a void, and you say that there was an area that you felt needed to be filled. You, my brother, I could talk to you. Why did you feel as though it was you that could fill that void?
I would have rallied behind someone that I felt was able to lead. I don't bump myself. I don't think I'm more than anybody.
Absolutely. That's why I said,
but
absolutely.
You gotta be a man of great character in order to lead me and for me to follow.
Yes.
I've been with my wife 41 years. We've been married 36. We dated a couple years. My wife had her option of many guys. She was a beautiful young lady, and she could have got anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
But she said it was something about me that made her choose me. I became a preacher in 1989.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Come on. Let's get to the skinny of it. Come on.
If somebody had told me I was going to be a preacher, I would have cussed them out.
Hold on now. Use cuss words?
Back then, yeah.
Okay.
Back then.
Okay.
So if somebody said, hey, man, you going to be a preacher, I would have cussed them out, man.
Yeah, I got you. What you?
But the thing about it, there was a call. I had to answer that call. Just like Paul on his way to Damascus.
Come on.
To persecute those that called on the name of Jesus. It wasn't his intent to be now a follower of Jesus. So sometimes there's this call on your life.
Come on.
And it doesn't have anything to do with you. It has everything to do with the Almighty.
Now, you told us a second ago that you wear a lot of different, or have worn a whole lot of different hats. How does the ministry fit into all those different hats that you were wearing?
People don't realize, man. David was a man of the God's own heart. In fact, man, he was called a friend of God. Solomon was a ruler, but he was a preacher. So you have to tie the two together in every aspect. And Nicodemus was a ruler of the Jews, but he was a disciple of the Lord.
Okay, come on.
So when people say, well, you in the ministry, you a bishop, you a preacher, what in the world are you doing getting into politics? We need spiritual leadership. We need someone that's focused on the needs of the people.
Come on.
And that's what preachers are. They're supposed to be focused on the needs of the people. Police officers focus on the needs of the people. Politicians focus on the needs of the people. So you bring the two together. The government sits upon his shoulder.
Come on.
So if the government sits upon Christ's shoulder, and by his stripes we're here, we got to get out there on the forefront and lead. I can lead from the pulpit, but look at Raphael Warnock.
Come on.
United States Senator. Still
Mhm.
facilitating a position as a pastor, but he's a religious man that occupies a seat that looks at the needs of all the people.
Do you think that's one of the voids that we have? Not a lot of our politicians are walking with Christ in the way that they're supposed to.
I can't speak as it relates to everybody. I can only speak as it relates to me.
Okay.
I can be a Christian and a politician. I was a Christian and a police officer. I was a Christian and a businessman. I was a Christian and a husband. Christian and father.
Okay. That's good.
All these different titles that I just gave out does not equate to who I am as a person.
Come on.
Because I'm a man, just like you, that look out for the needs of so many others.
Absolutely.
It's just like your station, your show. You bring information to the forefront that people can be educated and enlightened in. Because knowing is half the battle.
Yes, sir.
And if we can confront some of these issues that we're facing today, we can remedy a lot of problems or try to help remedy the problems for those who are willing to work towards that change.
Okay. Now, we started this conversation with you talking about you're running for office again.
Right.
You're jumping back. What is it? And we spoke briefly on this. Why and why now?
There's a need. If I don't do it now, then when? That sounds like something like Dr. King said.
Come on.
If I didn't come to speak for the sanitation workers, what would happen to them?
Yeah.
Martin was sick. And he didn't want to go that night. But they beckoned for him.
Yeah.
And that's what the people are doing here. They're beckoning for me. Greg, please come back.
Okay. If you were into this camera and you could tell people why they should cast their vote, I call you Ori, but that's a whole different conversation, for Gregory Adams. Look into the camera and tell them why they should vote for you.
DeKalb County needs leadership. They need a person of integrity, a man of truth, a person that walks in the love of God and respects humanity. This is why I chose to run for re-election, or chose to run and regain my seat. It's not about me, it's about you. Christ came, it wasn't for him, it was for us.
Come on.
So when we do what we do, I lay me to the side to take care of the needs of everybody else. A selfless person or a man or woman that has the love of God on the inside are willing to make various sacrifices for the better good of so many others. So retirement is nothing to me. I draw my pension and I thank God for it. But what I focus on more than anything is the needs of the folks. God bless me and my wife with 6 beautiful children, 3 boys, 3 girls. I told my daughters, you don't need a man to validate you. You validate yourself. You don't need a man to tell you how beautiful you are, because beauty lies within the heart. The physical attributes, that's nice. But if the heart ain't right, ain't nothing else right. I taught my boys to be respectful to women and to provide for his family, to provide for their families. Because the book says this, he that provides not for his own, he is denied the faith, and worse than an infidel, which is a fool. Anybody that occupies a political seat, and they're only there for the financial wealth or the status, their heart is not in the place of the people. My heart is and has been. And my election is not until May of 2022. Okay. But we got to start campaigning now. And we rally and encourage people to rally behind a leader that's going to lead. And that's what we need.
Exactly. Now, there's a little boy or a little girl standing before you. You're out campaigning, and they come up to you. And I don't care if it's black, white, orange, polka dot, or lily striped. It's a little child, 5 or 6 years old. And he comes to you, Mr. Adams, how are you going to make it better for me when I grow up? Today, what are you going to do today that's going to make it better for me when I grow up, when I become of age where I can cast my vote? What are you going to do for me?
Well, all thing I can do for that child is to encourage them. Grab hope to a decent role model, someone that gives them an example of what they should do and what they should be. As I stated, I have 6 children. That's exactly what I've done for each one of my children.
There you go.
I set a tone for them to look. And I laugh because my daughters, when they began to seek a man, they wanted somebody like their dad. I said, you ain't gonna find nobody like your dad. Because you're gonna have to work with him to make him be who you desire for him to be, just like he desired for you to be. Don't seek to marry your dad.
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah.
Of all the hats that you worn, the bishop, the police officer, the politician, and a few others, which one was most fulfilling for you?
Man, that is a very good question.
Why, thank you. I get one in every now and then.
You do. You believe in throwing sucker punches too.
Oh.
Because, you know, to me, the most valuable thing for me is to be the husband and father.
Come on.
God blessed me to bring life into this world, me and
Yes,
my wife. And I had a responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure that I fulfilled my responsibility as a father to my children and a husband to my wife.
Yes.
That was the most important thing, the most fulfilling thing to me. Everything else was just added.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like topping on that cake.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But for me, being a husband and a father, and those two are the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's that answer. And I don't know if you can feel it through the camera, but I'm sitting next to this brother, and I can feel the passion and the love and the sincerity. And the sincerity in that answer. That's why you should vote for this man. Ask me, I can't tell you who to vote for. No, or would I tell you to vote for? But I can tell you who I'm going to vote for. And without calling the name, I can tell you he's standing right to my left. You make your decision. You listen to what's going on. Listen to all the politicians that's involved. And make your decision. Again, I will never tell you who to vote for. But I will tell you who I'm voting for. This man sitting right here to my left. He has my vote. Listen to him. Listen to the words that he's putting before you. Listen to his heart. And I have to say this. Once he become in office, hold his feet to the fire. Make sure he do exactly what it is. I don't think you have to do that. But for you, I'm telling you, hold his feet to the fire. Make sure that everything that he promised you, he make it a reality. What are some of the things you want to say to your audience?
Yeah, I'm going to get back to me, but I got to go back to something you said when you identified the fellow standing to the left of you first.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, dog, I know I'm short.
Oh, yeah. You're short.
Hey, you go say standing, man.
You're short. That's the only you get right there. You ain't getting nothing else. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
You know, I had to go there because I'm like, I'm standing. Yeah, I already know I'm short, man, but hey, that's all right. That's all right. You know, I like what you said. You know, keep my feet to the fire. I've always stayed humble. You know, if I tell somebody I'm gonna do something, I do it. If I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna do it. I don't make promises I can't keep. So if I put my word, because God's He's in heaven and He's looking down. And I know this is not a religious conversation, but I can't help but talk.
Come on.
Every idle word is going to come up in judgment. And it says, let your yea be yea and your nay nay. So why in the world am I going to make promises that I know I can't keep? See, I look at these these individuals that run for office, and they say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And don't you know, city council, mayor, you can't do anything by yourself. If you don't get the support of your colleagues, you just made a broken promise. But you said, I'm going to do everything in my power. And I'm going to advocate for this. And I'm going to fight for this. Then I would rather hear that than you tell me you're going to do X, Y, and Z. And then when time comes, you don't do it. I don't make promises I can't keep.
That's good. Now, if Gregory Adams had asked Gregory Adams a question about his political run, what would you ask yourself?
You already asked it.
Which one is that?
Why? You're retired. Why?
And your answer would be?
Because there's a need.
There's a need.
There's always a need. We need good leadership. We need men and women that's going to represent the people and not themselves. Who has their own political agenda. Who seeks fame and fortune, notoriety. I wear the title bishop. Consecrated by the church of bishops. Elevated by God, not by man. Chosen by God, not by man. If I were to tell you the stories, man, of what I've gone through and how God brought me through, my soul looks back and wonder how I got over. 2019, brother, I fell 30 feet out of a tree. I should have been dead. I broke my leg in 3 places, broke my arm. They had to rebuild it. I had to learn how to walk again. You mean to tell me, and you want to get back into this? there's a message to me. And God talks to me and he'll say, you know, Greg, all right, you need a rest. I'm gonna give you a rest. Now I need you to get back on the firing line.
Yeah.
I need you to get back out there and represent the people. I'll tell you something, man. Raheen, brother, friend, host. Folks that lied on me. And folks that know me know better.
Yeah.
But if you plant a seed of corruption, that seed gonna grow up into a tree. I want to plant the seed of righteousness and goodness. I want you to know that you are the best of the best.
Come on.
And everybody can be the best. We're talking realistically.
Yes.
I live in the real world. And I know if people are gonna say something, well, they're gonna say it. People rather tell a lie than tell the truth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's easy for them to tell a lie, but they lie catch up with them. I represent the people of DeKalb County as a citizen, as a law enforcement agent, as well as a politician, and a preacher. My church is in DeKalb County. I love what I do, helping to improve the lives of so many people.
You love DeKalb County.
I love people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't love the county. I love people.
Well, it's been a great conversation, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say in your closing?
Yeah, I say this, and I say it to the church a lot of times. And, you know, I said, if I had $1 million, I'd give everybody $1. That way everybody can have a piece of the pie. Yeah. I give you 50 cents.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be a quarter. But I got a raise. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. I got a raise. Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate this opportunity to come
absolutely
and be on your show and just talk about me and talk about my endeavors. And like I said, we're gonna just trust in the Almighty.
Yes, sir.
Let God lead us and guide us and direct us. But I most definitely want to incorporate a host of people that really would rally behind and support what we have going on. And they want to reach out to me. They can reach out to P.O. Box 63, Clarkson, Georgia 30021. They can send a donation.
Do that again.
P.O. Box 63. You know, campaign committed to elect Gregory Adams. Committed to my P.O. Box 63, Clarkson, Georgia 30021. They can get in touch with me. I'm very open to give out my phone number. I don't have any secrets. I don't have anything going on unnecessarily. Feel free to reach out to me, 404-408-5540. See what you can do to help on this campaign. And if you're looking for a church home, come on. If you're looking for a church home, all you got to do is reach out to Restoration in Christ International Ministries. And we welcome all. Whosoever will, let them come. Exactly. And we don't discriminate. I don't look at the color of a person's skin. Yeah. But when I began to judge, I judge by the content of your character. Come on. That's it.
Now, just for the people that did not have a pen, give the number one more time.
The phone number is 404-408-5540. Gregory Adams. If you need me, you may call. If I can help you, I will. And that's one of the things. Since I've been retired, man, look, I got to get more phone calls from the people of DeKalb County. They need help with this, need help with that. I'm like, I'm not in the office anymore.
So what if I need a loan?
I would introduce you to First National Bank.
Yeah. No. I want Bank Worry.
Who?
Bank Worry.
That's overseas, ain't it?
No, right down the street over there. Right down the street over there.
P.O. Box 63, Clarkson, Georgia 30021. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. You've been listening to the Raheen Ashimi Show. I told you this is a strong brother right here. You need to rally your troops together. Get everybody to come and support this brother right here. When you support him, you're also supporting me. Let's do it together. Y'all have a great day. Love each and every one of you. You've been listening to the Raheen Ashimi Show. I want you to do me 2 favors before you go. One, real simple. I want you to go out there, give somebody some love. Just give somebody some love. We're going to stop it right there. Give somebody some love. I guarantee you'll find some love in return. This has been the Raheen Ashimi Show. I want to thank you all for listening. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Love you. This is why I got more on. Turn it on.